Okay, we should be live now. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for coming over to the DFS 5 pack as we break down a little sports battle with my Bucks taking on the Nets tonight. So, before we even get into it, the big news this afternoon is Harden going from out to doubtful, now likely to play, barring a setback. Which again, take that for what it's worth. Sounds like he's going to try to give it a go. A hamstring's a balky thing, man. I have no idea how this one plays out.
Yeah, same. I think it's obviously a giant wild card.
Yeah, it sounds, I don't know, man. For me, like, it seems a bit risky. Like, if he's not ready to go, do you guys just don't think you have a chance against the Bucks without them? Because, I mean, I would still give them a decent chance to win the series without him. And then, if he hits it again, like, then you got to think, like, he's done for the playoffs.
I agree. I think it is very, very risky.
So, I don't know, man. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. We'll get into it for this one, but just take that into account when you're setting, any kind of lineup on any kind of DFS website today.
No doubt about any of that.
All right, guys. So again, we're here talking sports battle. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, you are ready to play. Just go over to your app store and download it. As every single time we break it down, guys, the scoring system is very similar to DK. You get an extra point for a steal and a block, no points for double doubles and triple doubles. So that's really no big difference. Evaluate these guys like you evaluate DraftKings because there isn't a big difference for it. The other thing is knowing the basics of the attack mode versus the defense mode. Attack mode, I mean, it's right there in the name. This is for attacking. This is higher reward, higher payout. I know that's where you would live. Defense mode, a little bit more cash game oriented, but check out the difference between the 5 picks and the 4 picks. Play what you're comfortable with. Some days you're just not going to have 5 picks you like, but you might love 4, and that might be the way to go.
Yeah, always gotta love the different ways to skin the cat.
Yeah, man. Slate dependent. Slate dependent. So, talking about tonight's slate, Kevin Durant, fantasy score 56.59. I think this one's the easiest on the board. Give me the over. He's going to be asked to do everything tonight. Even with Harden now sounding like he's going to try to give it a go, I don't think he has the same usage as normal. This is Kevin Durant's time to shine. I mean, he's a virtual lock for double-digit rebounds, in my opinion. He's going to shoot a ton. He should have his assist numbers up today. And he's had a day or two to kind of, take off and think about how he wants to attack this one. So I like him today.
Yeah, I think you just lock into over here. Seems pretty easy.
I agree. Next one up, Giannis. Giannis, that's a tough one for me because I think his projected fantasy score there is just right. One thing in the back of my mind, in Milwaukee, the refs let these teams play, which favors Milwaukee because they're just a physically dominant team compared to the Nets. The Nets are more finesse, significantly better shooters and everything like that. How did the refs let this one play out? So if Giannis starts going to the free throw line and starts missing, he can be a little mentally soft. Maybe he's not as assertive and aggressive.
Yeah, it's a good point. This is just a gut call, and that's what this all is, right? But I'm gonna take the under here. I'm gonna go the over on Middleton, under on Giannis, and I think it's a Middleton game for Milwaukee tonight.
I also take the over on Middleton. Coming today feeling very confident. Maybe he reverts going back on the road. I actually trust Chris Middleton more than most, which could be to my own demise, but I'm with you on the over on Chris. With Giannis, I'm torn. I'll side with you so not to argue and take the under because I think it's really, really close. Obviously he's such a good rebounder, really good at the assists and blocks and steals and stuff like that. But I'm also on the over with Middleton.
Sweet.
As far as Drew Holiday goes, I'm going to take the under. But with no Kyrie to run around this game, I could see him getting a little more offensive oriented here.
Yeah, especially like if Harden's on him, maybe exposing Harden on defense. I'm going to take the over.
Ooh, you made a great point there, son. I like it a lot.
Yeah, especially like taking the under on Giannis. It just kind of fits well to go over on Drew and Middleton. Give me the over here. Not that high of a number either.
So I'm not quite as, well, maybe I am as stubborn as you, but maybe not as stubborn on this thing as you are. So I usually don't like to be talked into something on air. You got me, though. I love your point on going and attacking Harden right here. I think that's a great one. Give me some Drew Holiday on the over. I'm with you on this one wholeheartedly. Next up, Blake Griffin, 24.59. This is another one. I'm a little curious what happens here. I still don't understand why Nash took him out of the game last time and never put him back in.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I read a lot of places he must have been injured. Not the case. I think that there's a good chance that he crushes this number or, goes way under.
This is my least favorite one on the board because I just don't know if he's in the starting lineup, I assume he's healthy. The only reason to believe he's not healthy is based on the fact he never went back on the game. Coach Nash said that he wanted to play small. Blake Griffin's not that big. He's been the best defensive Giannis all series long. It hasn't even been close. I don't understand. That's why he hasn't been on the injury report. There's no reason to believe it except for the common sense angle that he should have been in that game.
Yeah, exactly. So we see this one very much eye to eye.
So Harden's play. Give me the under.
I'm going to go under also.
Okay. Next up, Joe Harris. Back at home. Knowing his own rims. More needed. You got Harden there, probably at least, going to be doing some distribution. I'll take the over on Joe Harris today. I think he has a bounce-back game here.
Same. I like that call. I'm going to take the over on Harris as well. Harden being back helps him. It's just going to create more open looks, and they're going to need his offense at home. I like him more, so I'm with you here. Give me the over.
Yeah, he's been ice cold the last couple of games, but this is a guy who could, pop off. We saw he's been a one-quarter phenom throughout this playoffs. He had that first quarter against Boston where he went insane. Other than that, he's come up real small, but I think the Nets band together and play pretty well tonight. I know the Bucks have now they're down from 5 to 4-point favorites because, the Harden news. I don't feel safe as a Bucks fan going into this game at all.
No, I think that Brooklyn has a good chance to win this game. I think it's going to be a good one, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I don't feel good about it. I'm going to feel better about it if Harden comes in and gets injured 3 minutes in. Because I could see that being sometimes it was a motivating factor game one. I could see it be really deflating today.
Agreed.
No Kyrie. Kyrie's out for the series, in my opinion.
Kyrie's already out. If he gets hurt again, you're probably looking at him out for at least the rest of the series. I'm with you. It'd be very deflating if Harden gets hurt.
For sure. So, guys, that's what we got today. I want you all to go out there and win yourselves some straight up money tonight and have a good one.
Thanks, guys.